on the table almost every time we sit to discuss the performance of trade agreements has to do with non-tariff barriers. We know of the recent experience we had in Trinidad with patties that were shipped from Jamaica. They sat in a refrigerated container for weeks while there was argument over whether or not these products that have come from Jamaica meet the standards that we want. And the only way to remove this tool that is used to undermine the effect of WTO, these tools that are used to counter the effect of tariff liberalization, is to get to a stage where we have standards that are accepted, that can't be challenged, and that assist in the smooth flow of goods throughout the market. And this is where accreditation comes in. If world trade is to function effectively to support economic growth, we need these agreed standards and we need the mechanisms to certify and to assure. And at the heart of this, of course, is the laboratory. We have to have a network of laboratories that have the competence that is required, that are respected, that command confidence in what they say, and that are accepted virtually without question. And that is what this launch is really all about. The goal of accreditation, the objective of all that we seek to do, all that this agency is mandated to do, is to ensure that a product tested here will be accepted everywhere. Tested once will be accepted every time. We had an experience, as I mentioned a while ago, with our patties. And Minister Samuda got quite frustrated because when he sought to clear through the difficulties, he was told by certain authorities in Trinidad that, look, before we can allow these goods to come in, we need to come to inspect your processing facilities to satisfy ourselves that your processing facilities are up to standards that we determine we are prepared to accept. Now, if that is the basis on which trade is to operate, there would be very little trade. If every container of goods that come in from Australia is going to require some bureaucrat to jump on a plane and fly all the way to Australia to go and inspect those facilities, and then by the following week, as soon as you have come back, you get some more goods from Australia now, but from a different manufacturer. So you fly over there to inspect their facilities. Then we'll spend a lot of time flying up and down on the world, and we spend very little time putting goods on the boat to travel across the world. Hence the need for this network of accreditation agencies. Jamaica subscribes to the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation Program. We subscribe fully to the International Standards Organization. Those are the commitments that have driven the National Quality Infrastructure Project that we have pursued for a number of years and which is, in a sense, culminating now in the establishment of the accreditation agency. This agency is going to be our critical connection with the rest of the world. It is through this agency that we will speak to the rest of the world and say we are on the same page, we observe the same standards, and when we certify based on agreed principles, and we do so with reciprocity. And in the same way that we respect your certification because you are part of the same league that we are in, we expect that our certification will be accepted in the same way. We still have some challenges that we're going to have to face. I spoke about the use of non-tariff barriers. The United States, for example, one of the greatest advocates of free trade, uses a range of non-tariff barriers to prevent the imports of products that they feel will damage their own domestic production, such as chicken meat, for example. Try exporting chicken into the United States, and you will see the clever, contrived use of phytosanitary mechanism. And in the councils where we have a voice, we're going to have to continue to